Today, I've got some exciting news to share. This is a big milestone for both businesses. Today, for Six Sides, we're actually onboarding our first event. And I've also revamped my onboarding process for DealBuddi, and I'm going to share with you the lessons for each of them today. So if you're just coming along to the channel, I'm sharing my journey of building two B2B SaaS businesses at the same time without a technical background. One of my businesses, Six Sides, which is an event app community building platform, I'm doing with a technical co-founder, and DealBuddi I'm currently doing as a solo founder, and it's an AI coach for B2B sales teams and founders. So as I mentioned before, today has been a pretty big deal. We're right in the middle of a 2-day conference. We're delivering it for a client out of Denmark, Laravel Live. Everything has gone pretty smoothly considering it's a new platform and we only just got it released on the Apple Store and Google Play less than a week ago. And it's all credit to my co-founder, Mitch, who's been sitting up all night and making sure things didn't go astray. And it's working exactly how we intended it to go. It could have gone a lot differently. You know, I've worked with B2B SaaS before, and especially mobile apps, and it can be very glitchy. But the benefit of having a technical co-founder is Mitch really took his time and really planned out and get it out as fast as he can. So there's been very little errors. And if there were a couple of errors, Mitch had workarounds or was quickly able to implement a solution within 10 or 20 minutes. And it was very negligible on the client side. For all accounts, they're extremely happy. So far, like just looking at the app, there is all the key benefits that we've delivered or that we've built have been used. There's more than 250 photos being taken just the end of day one. There was questions asked of speakers in a unique way through the app. It's actually been fantastic, and it sets the groundwork for us to now do lead generation for other businesses. And I'll update that next week on the progress of my lead generation as well, which we're getting some results there too. So if you are interested in what that is, you may want to like and subscribe or come back and hit the notification button, and I'll be sharing that early next week. Now, DealBuddi has been a really interesting journey. I originally started an onboarding process where I was working with founders over the course of 4 or 5 weeks and then getting them onto the platform. But I quickly found that people were busy, they were getting distracted, and it just wasn't having the impact that I thought it was. I even made, I think it was video 2, I was going into the city and conducting a 1-day workshop with 5 founders to get them on the platform. I have since amended that, and yesterday I onboarded a client and her marketing lead in 1 day. So we sat down, went through the entire 5-8 method process and helped her reinvent her sales strategy, or at least begin to, and then configure the tools. And then I'll begin uploading all that stuff into DealBuddi, and it'll be usable by next week, and we'll start onboarding a team. Now, I can't underestimate the importance of having a smooth onboarding. It particularly for me as a solo founder, if I get stuck in doing something and slows it down, then it really is affecting me doing sales or other value-adding material. And it's also, in this particular case with DealBuddi, being able to spend that quality time with the business and really get to know them and understand their business and their requirements. It really helps me continually tweak and think about future roadmap functionality that I want to roll out when I move beyond what the current functionality is. And most of all, being a solo founder at home, it was actually really fun. And Liz were some of the most fun people I've been around in a long time. And not only was it serves a great purpose, but it was really enjoyable. I think that sets up the relationship, which hopefully, fingers crossed, will be ongoing for many years with strong foundations. Now, I've been in startups before where our onboarding process was one, we were onboarding the wrong type of client, and it just made it difficult that no one was happy from the beginning. It was like rubbing sandpaper together. It was just so much grit and friction and tension. It was really the squeaky wheel that the business gave a lot of attention to, but they were never the right fit in the first place. And I really want to avoid that. I can see how it eats away revenue. It's just not worth it. But yesterday felt like I have the right onboarding process now. Yes, it's a little more time intensive, and there's no way to deliver an onboarding program without cost, because it does offer a huge amount of value. It does set their business on another trajectory. And I think if you do that, I have the right to charge for that. And what I will do, I think, and what we'll probably work to, is I'll support them over the coming couple of months to make sure they're on the platform, and the CEO's team, sales team, are on the platform and getting the benefit and seeing the results from changing their perspective on selling. But the takeaway for me yesterday was, particularly from a few weeks ago on video 2, is I wasn't sure. I felt like that wasn't the right onboarding process. I felt like it was too drawn out. It took too long to deliver value to the client. It also took too long to generate revenue, right? As mentioned, I'm a bootstrap business, so I had to compress that down into one day. Now, this allows me at this point in time to onboard a customer a day if I need to, right? At the price point that I'm charging, that's a decent business for now, right? That won't be it for that strategy, or the onboarding strategy will not be suitable later as I scale. But at the moment, I'm doing things that don't scale. So now that I have this process, I can start focusing more on leads, because I know that I get them into this 1 or 2 day workshop and I can get them through there into subscription-based revenue and support them. I know the workflow, so I can start tipping leads into there. And that goes back to when I was talking about splitting out the business into 5 categories. So I'm thinking about it in marketing, lead generation, sales, operations, finance. So we got the finance sorted a couple of weeks ago. Now the operations, getting that sorted, the onboarding would fall part of that. And now I'm working on the sales, getting people quicker through the sales process, or doing more marketing content and lead generation content that will draw people up and get them ready to start using the platform a lot sooner. It's a massive day. It's a massive day, or a massive week for me. I felt like I've turned a corner, or had a huge win that I can now build upon and actually start onboarding clients a lot faster. With 6 sites, it's been a fantastic win as well. You never quite know how it's going to go. Particularly at the moment, we have more than 150 people in the app of the attendees of this conference. We're handling huge amounts of data going backwards and forwards in photos, and it's standing up. It's actually, you can just see the people connecting, and that's a great feeling too. And that gives us the basis to start going to other businesses. I actually showed that to a company today, and they were really excited. They were going to introduce me to somebody else. Yeah. Really great day. I think this is day 17 of sharing my journey. Yeah, it's been a fantastic day. I'm so excited. So thank you for everyone that's been watching. I'll talk to you soon. And look forward to sharing what we've been doing next week. Bye.